Yeah, so no, Afrobeats is. I'm gonna send you a good playlist.
Okay.
A good Afrobeats playlist. Yeah.
He put me on. You're gonna love it.
I love Afrobeats. Like, listen. If you don't like Afrobeats, something's wrong.
No, I love Afrobeats.
What is your guys like? What do you in your free time, spare time? Like, what do you guys like to do? Video games? Do you guys like to read? What do you guys do in your free time?
Do you want to go first?
I can go first, but let me say one thing about John. John is very similar to you in terms of like schedule. He has a crazy schedule.
Oh,
He
okay.
writes everything. Maybe we should have a whole episode on like
No.
time management. But yeah, so for me, I think I'm not as calculated with the things I do every single day, but I can think of something that I like doing outside. I used to love swimming a lot. A lot of people, like, whenever I tell them I was a good swimmer. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I was a good swimmer. People who went to middle school, a bit of high school with me, they know I swam. What else do I like to do? I like just listening to music as well, with family.
Yeah.
Just any family time. Oh, traveling. Okay, that's my thing.
Traveling.
I love traveling. I love like just taking time to go somewhere else that's completely different from where you've been, and just like a different headspace. You're just enjoying the nature and the world. And yeah, I love seeing new places. So traveling's another one. Yeah.
For me, I think, I'm trying to think. It would be, so I love sports. I'm like a sports junkie. So like basketball, I have another podcast that I do, and it's just like NBA. So I just talk NBA, and I've been doing that for like years. And it's just, I do it for fun on the side. So that's really fun to me.
Who are you rooting for in the playoffs right now?
I'm a big Lakers fan. So
Oh.
I'm really disappointed. I'm from LA.
Oh,
So
okay.
like born and raised. My older cousins growing up, I'm the youngest cousin on both sides. So growing up, like my cousins had Kobe everywhere. So like, their rooms were painted, the purple and gold. Everything was like Kobe posters everywhere. So I'm an OG fan because people are always like, oh, LeBron. Lakers.
Yeah.
No, but if you cut me,
Oh my god.
I mean, right now, if you purple and gold seeping
You know what?
everywhere.
That's what my dad says about Arsenal. He loves
Arsenal?
Yeah.
Oh,
or my
what?
whole family. Arsenal's like.
Oh, because they have the.
huge Arsenal
Is it
fan.
Rwanda?
Not only that, like we've been Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arsenal's.
You guys Ronaldo or Messi fans? Messi. I'm Team Messi
Absolutely.
too.
Team Messi as
Especially
well.
after the World Cup. I mean, that made me too emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team
That
Messi
was
for sure.
amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
So you watch soccer as well, like?
Occasionally. I mean, I play FIFA,
Oh.
so that's like that's kind of like.
Are you? How good are you at FIFA?
I'm okay. I'm
You're
not
okay?
like a lot of us guys on the team. We play FIFA a lot. Like when
Oh.
we're on the road, we'll bring FIFA and play. But I'm not the best, but I'm not like horrible. Like I can play. I can hold my own. But
That's true.
What do you do in your free time? I'm curious. So,
I
like,
play
you-
video
you
games.
guys- video
Yeah,
games.
yeah. I like to play Warzone, Call of Duty,
PlayStation
a little
guy?
bit of Fortnite, Xbox guy,
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a hot
Xbox.
Okay,
take.
I did not see that coming.
and
But-
FIFA. It's really the only sports game I play. That's kind of crazy. Like basketball player, I don't play 2K at all.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That- why don't
I
you
love
play
2K.
2K?
I don't know. Haven't ever been a 2K guy for real.
Mm.
I don't play like Madden.
No Madden.
The only sports game I'll play is FIFA. Or I take that. I'll play the golf like PGA game. That game's fun.
Oh.
Golf is something I also like to do in my free time. I like to golf.
Yeah.
Have you ever played like WWE 2K by any chance?
No.
No. Have you?
That's
Do you
fun.
watch WWE ever?
Mm-mm.
Never.
No.
It's fun.
Guys, for the first time this week, one of my friends on campus,
Yeah.
shout out Josh Jiang, he has like a Wii set in his room. So we just went in his room and we played a Wii for like 2 or 3 hours. Like we just could not stop playing. It was like Wii Sports Resort.
Yeah.
Like you're doing all the boxing, and then you're like
Mhm.
you're playing tennis, and there's like the basketball, and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like cycling and everything.
Oh yeah. Did you play the ping pong? The
Yeah.
table ping pong?
Oh yeah, ping pong. And then there's like a good 12 people around the table just
Yeah,
watching.
yeah.
Wow, that took me back.
Yeah, the Wii days, man. Did you guys ever play Guitar Hero?
Yeah.
Guitar Hero was really
Oh, I
fun.
love Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you do like do you explore? I guess you've been here, so you're a senior now.
Mhm.
But like, how much exploring of the city? I know for me, I love something else. I love doing in my free time is just like, I'm a big foodie.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So like just
yeah.
going trying new spots,
Oh,
going
yeah.
to like Southside trying a spot,
Yeah.
going somewhere in Evanston. That's
And
something I
Chicago's
do.
a great place for that.
Chicago.
Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
many good places.
Do
Yeah.
you do any exploring?
Yeah, I like to go down to the city and walk around, shop.
Yeah.
There's so many good restaurants down in the
Oh,
city.
yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I find myself doing that a lot actually.
Yeah.
Do you thrift at all?
You said what?
Thrifting?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
People in Chicago got style. One thing I can say, they got drip. Like, like Arizona, we really didn't care that much. Like even people could wear like, I don't know, pajamas and like go to class and like sweatpants and not really care. But I feel like here people are so serious about like how they dress and how they present.
Yeah. People, especially in Northwestern, I feel like people are very clean.
What's your favorite restaurant here in like Evanston?
In Evanston?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, let me put you on. No, you probably already know it.
I don't know. We'll see.
Do you like Thai food? No.
I haven't really tried it. I mean, I haven't
Thai
had it
doesn't like Thai food? No.
Wait, like, what's it called? Where is it at? What place?
Yasatorn. It's on Dempster. It's like a pretty hidden place. It opened like 2 years ago. It has special value to me though because it's the last place I ate with my parents before they went back home.
Oh, okay.
So that place, like I go back a lot though. That's like
got
that's
a connection there. Okay.
Yeah, but it's Thai, Thai food. So good.
You need to try Habibi and that's the best.
Oh, my girlfriend loves Habibi.
Really?
Yeah, she loves Habibi.
What's your favorite spot?
I'm a big Pono Ono guy.
Oh, I love Pono. That's my number 2.
Pono Ono.
I've been there only once. It was this year.
Yeah, Pono Ono is really fire. And I also like Stacked and Folded.
Okay.
Have
you tried Picnic?
Yeah, I've had Picnic.
So Picnic's same owner as Pono Ono.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, but Picnic's more like I think it's like the to-go. So you take it out on a picnic or something.
Yeah.
I love Pono.
Pono's a great spot.
So much.
Yeah, no, it's good. I don't even know what I ordered.
Wait, where do you guys live off campus?
I live on campus.
Do you live off campus?
I live on campus.
Oh, you guys both live on campus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
we're both north.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But next year, Denzel will move off campus.
Yeah.
I'm an RA, so I stay on campus
Okay.
probably. But yeah, I live up north. Yeah.
Yeah, I got so lucky being off campus as a freshman.
Yeah.
But like, I do miss like, so I did stay in the dorms for the first semester up until Christmas, right? So I miss staying in the dorms of the fact that just like you're just with everybody and you can just run into people all the time and just, you know, I miss that like.
Yeah.
But then I also love having my own spot off campus. It's more like quiet and.
How was it like living on your own? Because I've lived on my own like for most of my experience here. Like for me, I like it, but it does get like kind of lonely.
You don't have
sometimes.
a roommate though?
I didn't have one for the most part. Like, now I do, but like I had one only for 1 quarter.
Okay.
So all of freshman year, no. Most of sophomore year besides 1 quarter. So.
No, I've always had a roommate though. So like,
I thought you've been.
Yeah, it's been.
I can't believe you never lived on campus. I mean, you did for the first quarter or two. Yeah, I feel like on campus is very.
Yeah.
Everyone just.
So
can't
you
wait
had a
to leave.
roommate, so it wasn't like you were.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've always had a roommate. So.
Did your roommate have to be an athlete, or I guess it was like?
Yeah, it was one of my teammates.
Okay. Yeah. I think that helps because like scheduling wise.
Yep. We got to be the same place at the same time.
Yeah. It hurts if it's like not an athlete. It's like, oh, I got to be up at 6:30 tomorrow. Got to get out. Yeah. Wow. That's.
What else? Is there anything else you want to ask Ty while he's here?
What is I got questions for you guys.
Okay, this is what I did forget to say. So every time I mention about how I met Ty, because people whenever they're like, oh yeah, I know Ty, they're like, oh, how's Ty, like, what type of person is he? Because like people like you, especially because you play sports in the team. Ty, like the first time I spoke to him, he asked me a lot of questions about me as well, which I felt so like, you know when you meet someone, you're like, wow, how is it being a basketball player, all these stuff, and then he was asking me things about me like, where do you live, or like, what do you enjoy, and so he's just, that's why I was saying he's just an authentic person, you know.
I've heard fabulous things, Ty.
Yeah, no,
like
he's
everyone I talk to,
and
like,
very
Ty's
well spoken
amazing.
as well, like extremely smart. Like if you think of someone who participates in class and all this, Ty's the guy.
It's a model
but
student.
let's answer the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you guys get your inspiration to like start doing podcasts?
Oh, that's a good one.
Because I like watching podcasts. Like
yeah.
It's funny. Like I love watching like the Nelk podcast or like Impulsive or like those or Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Like those are always fun for me to watch. But like, where did you guys get your inspiration from?
You want me to go ahead?
Go for it. Yeah.
So for me, I really wanted a podcast, like because I was struggling with like figuring out what I wanted to do in life, like my major, where I see myself in the future. So I really thought it would be cool if there was like some kind of podcast that wasn't just entertainment based, but like had where you can see people who are in various industries, like whether you want to be a student athlete like yourself, or you want to be a CEO of a company, you want to be a doctor one day, and then like you watch people who have already been there give their advice, and it's like what I love about this podcast is because it's like student led, so for the youth, by the youth. So yeah, I just had a big vision of like having a place where everyone can just watch, like, oh wow, this is how this person did this. This is the advice. Like I've learned a lot just from speaking to you. So yeah, I kind of wish I had something like that to kind of figure out like where I would want to be. So that's the inspiration behind this one. And in general, I just love the podcast space, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
podcasts have really like blown up within the last like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or so years. Like definitely like people are starting to listen to a lot more podcasts, which has been really cool.
Yeah. For me, I would say, so I'll keep it a buck with you guys. So it's called the Buzzer Beater podcast. It's like the NBA podcast I do. The Buzzer Beater, I started it over COVID, so 2020, I think 2020, April 2020. And my friend and I used to call each other for like an hour, 2 hours a day. Maybe like a week, 2 hours a week, just talking basketball, talking sports. Do you see this happen in the NFL? Catching up on everything. And then we were like, you know what, David? Why don't we just start a podcast? Because we love talking anyway, and see what happens. So that was the inspiration with that. And then a few months ago, like after doing that for so long, you're like, okay, like with doing a podcast, I think you could add so much value to people listening. And I was like, I want to do something where I could also, like, I think talking sports, talking stats is a lot of fun to me. But I think I want to do something else where I can kind of add value and have meaningful. No, basketball's meaningful conversations, but like
like more deep in connection. Like
So then Denzel and I have dinner one time. And he's telling me about it, and he was like, "Do you want to join?" I was like, "This is exactly what I've been thinking about for the past few weeks." So
that's awesome.
That's been exciting, and then we want to do this, for the youth. So like, show everyone that like, so like for example, Ty's like, you're like a well-rounded guy who's doing a lot of things, community, sports, academics, and it's very inspiring to people listening. And that's like, this is for the youth. So that's why we're just very excited to be.
That's awesome.
Also, we love talking. I mean, this podcast, it's a casual conversation. We're just talking right now.
It's easy.
You just sit and talk.
There just happens to be a camera right there.
But it is, okay, the easy part, I don't know about easy because like a lot of the production takes a while. If you want to do a video podcast, I will tell you guys, like, I respect production team people because that's a lot of work.
Shout out Savannah and Judson.
Shout out.
We got the easy part.
We got the easy part.
We just sit and talk.
We just sit and talk, look nice. They put in the work. So.
No doubt. Is there anybody that it's been really inspirational, like in your life, that like you felt like?
Oh, that's good. That's hard. I would say my grandfather.
Grandfather?
So grandfather, mother's side, both grandfathers, but mother's side, like growing up, he lived 15, 20 minutes away, so we'd always go, my sister and I would just get dropped off, we'd hang out with him for the day. And I think I learned a lot from him, so there's like so much to unpack there, but like he's just, I learned a lot from him. So my family's ethnically Egyptian, so he moved in 78, I think, 79 maybe, and then the rest of my family stayed back in Egypt, so my mom, her sister, and
have you ever been to Egypt?
I have.
Oh, I want to go to Egypt so bad. I want to see the pyramids so bad. That's like a bucket list of me, to see the pyramids.
And the food, like the street life.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Oh my gosh.
You need to go to Africa in general, honestly.
Yeah.
A lot of African countries. Visit Rwanda. That is a good country. I don't know if you've heard of
that. I've only been, I don't count Mexico as being really out of the country, but like I've only been to Europe. I've been to London and Spain.
South Africa is a good one too. Yeah, there's so many good.
No, you gotta go to Africa. Egypt, dude. Egypt is the pyramids.
Yeah, I want to go to Egypt.
But I think the pyramids are like a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh, that's a bummer.
Well, I'll tell you why.
I think people are gonna be mad that you said that.
Well, no. Okay.
Because I feel like when people hear Egypt, that's
the pyramids.
major things. Pyramids.
I've gone 6 or 7 times now.
Yeah.
Probably seen it 3 times, like maybe every other time we go see it, because it's like now it's the same exact thing. It's like I don't want to see it again.
Yeah.
And like the Sphinx, is that out there by there too?
No, the Sphinx. Yeah, that's
it's
all.
Right by the
that's all. The Sphinx is cool.
Yeah.
The thing about the pyramids is I think you can go there with the expectation of it being like
Huge.
this like Burj Khalifa building, like massive. But then you walk in Chicago and there's buildings that are way taller than. Actually, I don't know about that. No, I think they are taller.
What's interesting to me is just the whole like how it was even built. Like that's and like why, like that whole like.
Yeah.
I've that is what's the most intriguing for me and why I want to see it.
Yeah.
No, Egyptians hate me right now. Visit Egypt. Egypt.
He's not being a good spokesman for you.
I think it's just like when you go a lot, you get used to it, and then you have to watch out for scammers. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen the videos.
Oh.
Like Egypt, the pyramids, lots of tourists, so lots of like tourist scams around. So be with someone that's like from the area or like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denzel, what about you?
Okay, I'll give you the answer. So, the country I mentioned, Rwanda, that's the safest country in Africa. So if Egypt they have scammers.
No, it's safe. They're nice people.
We'll treat you good. But I will say, for me, my inspiration, it's such an easy answer for me. It's definitely my dad. He was a very hardworking person. Growing up, I used to see him. He was always dressed up really nice. Like, my happiness is like when I wear like a suit or like wear full on, like, I don't know, formal attire, because that's something I always see my dad do. And he was just someone, he was very just like well known in the communities that he's in, and he's just a very respectful guy. And I don't know, his character, his morals, like his morals and ethics that he has, and prayer person as well. And even my mom, not even just my dad, both of my parents, like that duo, they're my favorite people. Those are the people I look up to. Like, I hope that one day I can be like them, or like the way they taught us growing up, how to be good to other people, how to, you know, work hard for anything that you want to achieve in life. So if I can be like my dad, that's someone who I look up to a lot. Yeah, those two for sure.
You brought up a good point about how your dad is you know your role model, and you know how you look to him for all the things that he does, and you mentioned prayer. Like, I feel like for me that's something that I didn't touch on earlier, but like I'm really take a lot of pride in my faith as well, and I feel like if it wasn't all glory to God, like if it wasn't for God, like I would not be here. And so I'm really grateful for my faith as well, and I take a lot of pride in that.
That's amazing.
No, it's very. I think that's like the core. Like for me, everything I have in life, I know is because of that.
Yeah.
Especially, I even said that on the first episode, how I feel like my mom prays for everything that I've ever had. So, yeah, we wouldn't be here.
Things don't just happen, man.
Yeah, no, I don't. Believe that.
I don't believe that things don't just happen. Everything happens for a reason. And there's always somebody who's in control.
Yeah, that's the thing. Anyone who watches this, I want you to know, like, you just have to firstly have a vision of what you want, and then be surrounded by people who have that kind of vision. Like, even doing this podcast, like, it's a lot of people who have the same vision, who are very like supportive of it, and that's why it's doing well. And like many of the things that Ty was telling us today about like being with people, how he had to make sure he was with the right group of people always, it can take you far, because especially when you're younger, if you're surrounded by the wrong group of people, it can take you a completely different path. And so just have that kind of grit. Have you guys heard of the term grit? Like, that's
grit.
Yeah. So just have grit. You go really far.
Also, something else I'm learning is surrounding yourself with people who are like people who are better than you at what you want to get good at.
Absolutely.
And I think that's something I've learned, like coming to Northwestern. You're surrounded with, it's not even just academics, it's like a bunch of things, but you're like surrounded with people who are so good in their field. So like constantly learning from people who are better than you has been something. Like Ty, you mentioned, like it's like the transition from playing different levels of sports until you kind of rise up to the level. It's like it's apparent everywhere in life. So I think that's
and it's easy to give up. So like even kudos to you, Ty, for even being here, because I know things get really hard and life happens. So what you said about like patience, oh my God, you have to be very patient. So and also just well-rounded, I guess, because people I've seen that are successful don't just have one niche. Like they do it all, sort of. So I think that's very important as well.
Who's your inspiration, Ty?
I would have to say my family. Just my entire family. From my mom to my dad, my stepdad, brothers, sisters, just everybody in my family has just been. Family to me is everything. I would spend time with my family over doing anything. So it's just my whole family is my inspiration for sure.
Now that you mentioned that, my whole family too, because I know my siblings are gonna be like, you didn't mention us, so you guys too. Shout out to you all.
Shout out my sister too. And my dad. Last night, my dad was questioning me. He was like, "So why is it called the Mama I Made It podcast?"
Not the Dad I Made It.
He was like, "Why is it not the Baba or the Dad I Made It podcast?"
Yeah.
But no, love the whole family. Mom, dad, siblings, grandparents, everything.
It's very important. Like when your family supports you, go really far. Honestly.
Yeah.
No doubt. It makes everything so much easier.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was gonna say, so my grandma's like very, very much like, she was like the faith anchor in the family, and I think that was, like you said, nothing happens spontaneously. Nothing just happens. There's always a reason for everything.
And I think the biggest thing is like a lot of people you don't see stuff that you don't see, right? Like you're not gonna see everything right away. Like you're not gonna see this happen. You're not gonna just like over time you start to see how like when I met you in our first class, like we didn't see that this was gonna happen.
Exactly.
Like you know, like the people you meet, like everything, like it's all, and that brings me to another point of like, you never know who you run into on the street, right? You never know who you say hi to. Everything you do, you know, it can lead to something else, right?
Yeah.
Like so, being nice doesn't cost anything to be nice to people. It doesn't cost anything to, you know, check up on somebody or just to ask someone how they're doing or just to, you know, kind of see how their day's going or just say, you know, what's up to somebody. Like that doesn't cost anything to be nice. And that's something that my mom always told me too. It's just, you never know who you're talking to. You never know who you meet. And you know,
even if I think of like all the opportunities I've ever gotten, it was just because of through network. Because of this person knows this person. Yeah, so definitely be nice to everyone that you meet. You have no idea. Like it can go a long way, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. I love talking, meeting people. So it's just
No, it is. It's everything.
Also, like life is just, I guess like something I'm starting to also learn is, you said like meeting people and like your network's always growing. You're always, you know, like at the end of the day, you're really just walking in like a room with the lights off. There's just a bunch of Legos in the ground. You just walk. It's a matter of like, okay, not this place. Move this way. Move this way.
Yeah.
And you never know what's down the road. So, yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, but it takes a village. So definitely, you can't do everything on your own.
It does take a village, man.
Yeah. Even though I will say, a lot of people who succeed, like they put in the work themselves. Like nobody's gonna force you to go out in the court and like play basketball and practice over and over again. Like you need to have your own determination. But definitely, a lot of people play a part in that journey.
Yeah.
Dope.
That's very cool. Anyways, yeah. With respect to your time, Ty, this has been a very fun and like engaging conversation.
Yeah.
And I completely forgot we're on a podcast. To me, just the three of us talking.
Exactly. Yeah.
So this has been a lot of fun. So
yeah,
thank you so much.
I really appreciate you guys having me, and I wish you guys the best of luck, and you guys got a good thing going.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
So until then, maybe we can just say thank you for everyone who's been watching.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who's been watching. This is Mom, I Made It. We're out. This is Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Ty.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.